Sick internet pedophile gets 10-year sentence for blackmailing children into performing explicit webcam shows after at least one of his victims commits suicide. Monster Aydin Coban, 38, was finally snared after targeting thousands of kids in horrific 6-year campaign. A monster who targeted thousands of British girls in an online blackmail campaign was jailed for 10 years yesterday. Aydin Coban, 38, got victims to strip on webcam, then used the video to force them into explicit shows, warning one who stood up to him, "I can annihilate your life, I will drive you to kill yourself." The jobless computer geek sought out youngsters around the world during the 6-year campaign, a court in Amsterdam was told. Posing as a hunky teenager, he groomed those he snared for years before persuading them to undress. At least one girl committed suicide after he stalked her for 2 years. The pervert gave the girls a set number of shows they had to complete before they were free. One youngster begged the graying Dutchman not to send footage to her, insisting she would kill herself if it did. Callous Coban replied, "Your choice," adding a smiley face emoji. The self-taught genius, who dropped out of school, began targeting kids as young as 8 in 2008. He created 96 fake Facebook accounts, including Kelsey Rainbow, to chat to girls after first befriending them in online communities like Habbo Hotel. He was finally snared after Facebook investigators asked Brit cops for help and National Crime Agency officers in a chat room he used, posing as a girl called Jane. At the same time, Dutch police secretly entered his home and left a keylogger device on his computer which recorded his online activity. They also bought the property and tapped his phone, proving he was the man responsible for the calculating blackmail campaign. Coban was arrested in January 2014 and police found 27 hard drives at his rundown bungalow near Tilburg, southern Holland. They contained a meticulous record of his abuse, including 204,000 pictures, 4,000 videos, and a file with 250 names of victims and 5,800 of their relatives and friends. Yesterday, Coban was found guilty of child pornography, fraud, and blackmail offenses against 34 girls and 1 man. He was jailed for 10 years, 243 days at Amsterdam's Rechtbank court. The judge's main motivation was his sick interest in young girls. He audited men and blackmailed them into handing cash which he used to live on. Coban, who denied all the offenses and blamed the fictional pal, had used the most advanced techniques available to hide his identity, it was said. When chatting to victims, he used software to convince them they were talking to a teenage boy. As soon as he persuaded youngsters to strip on camera, he used the video to force them into more explicit shows. The court heard he got one English girl to bare her breasts and demanded she make more appearances with terrifying threats. He said, "I send the picture to all your friends, get on Skype," adding chillingly, "This is just the beginning." Prosecutor Lars Stemfer told the Dutch court, the girl was terrified. Every day she came home from school panicked, afraid there'd be a threatening email. Another teenager was told, "You still need to step up 3 times, then you're away from it." If any of the girls tried to stand up to Coban, he became even more threatening, it was said. He told one, "I can totally annihilate your life, I will drive you to kill yourself." Facebook investigators first began probing him after noticing suspicious activity. They then called in the NCA. DS Calvin Lay, of the agency's Special Investigations Unit, said, "It was partly due to our expertise and partly because we'd worked in this area before. Also, it was apparent by then that there were some British victims. This is one of the more extreme cases we have seen." Coban's level of ability was considerably higher than the vast majority we deal with. Children have got to be very wary about what they do and say and release on the internet.